So Ludvig, welcome to FrightFest. You are here with In the Name of God at FrightFest. Where did the idea for this film come from?
It actually came from the fact that Sweden is actually the least religious country in the world, and even though the country has roots in Christianity, less than 3% of the population are active churchgoers. So I just want to kind of create a story about a priest who starts doubting his faith, not because the world around him is awful, but rather that the world around him has just moved on from their beliefs. And from there on, I just kind of kept expanding it with themes and stories I want to explore, and then we got In the Name of God.
Because that's one of the things that really stood out to me is that, so often, a film that is set in, in Sweden or, in that part of the world, it's more focused on paganism and, Christianity isn't there. So I think it is quite interesting to see Christianity told in that setting.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's rarely been done before, and also I kind of want to explore from a unique Swedish perspective, which I think is the fact that, very few people are religious, so you have the opening where, he has congregation and there's 4 people. And because I think, if that was me, I would definitely sort of start doubting my mission a little bit. If I was at FrightFest and 4 people saw my movie, I wouldn't be very happy. Let's just say that, Yeah.
Well, that's definitely not going to happen. And the other element that I liked is it's kind of one of those films where it starts and, the genre audience go, oh, I know what's going to happen. And then you go off in a completely different direction. How much work went into making sure that this was something that would keep the viewer being drawn closer and closer in?
Oh, a lot, but it's just because those are the kind of genre films I like. I love films like Saw, where you start the story, you kind of have 2 characters kind of waking up in a mysterious world, and as the story progresses, kind of realize where it's actually going, but you set different expectations. I just love those, and I think when I first started working on this movie, people were a little skeptical towards that, but then A Barbarian came out in fall of 2022, and that kind of changed the perspective, because there we had kind of a mainstream horror movie that has, completely changes the story halfway through. Spoiler alert, but and from there on, people kind of were like, oh, this could actually work. And that's thank you so much for Roy Lee for producing that film. Yeah.
Nice. And what do you hope that the FrightFest audience take from this film when they sit down with it?
I just hope they enjoy it and hope they like the way the story kind of goes down. Because, like you said, I think when you read a synopsis, when you read about the movie, I think you expect something to come from it. But then as the story progresses, you kind of realize where it's actually going. And that might either make you happy, or you might think, oh, I'd rather stick to the kind of original premise. But, well, my hope is that they actually like the direction we decided to take it.
And obviously we're here at FrightFest, there's lots of other, genre filmmakers around. Have you been inspired to maybe continue working in the genre?
Oh, of course. I've always been inspired. It's my favorite genre. I absolutely love horror. But then, kind of being around this awesome community, it's just great. It's been a dream of mine going to FrightFest for a long time. When I was making shorts, I submitted pretty much all of them to FrightFest. None of them were accepted. And now we're finally here. So, lesson learned, just make a feature and you got it. Yeah.
Lovely. Well, I'm going to let you go and enjoy the rest of your festival. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.